Siena, and today I represent Cambridge Lion Private School. And before starting my speech, let me give some information about our school. So, yes, Cambridge Lion has been founded in 2019, and since its founding, it presenting a brilliant knowledge of brilliant teaching English. Sorry, can I start again? So since 2019, it has been demonstrating the brilliant level results of teaching English, and the proof of this is the prestigious ambassador status received from Cambridge directly for over 3 years. Our 19 students pass this test every year, and they achieve very high results. So these are all due to our teaching methods that we implement in our teaching process. And today I would like to share with one of them. So this is teaching phonics method. This is a synthetic method of teaching reading and writing to young learners, namely in the first grade and in preschool. Me personally, I have been teaching this method for 4 years in first grades, and we get brilliant results really in very short terms. So the program itself divides all the 42 sounds of English language into 7 phases. So here we have 7 phases, and all the phonemes are represented according to their frequency of use in English language. The advantage of this program is that the program covers all types of learners, like auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learners. It's divided into 7 phases. Now let me explain the steps, how we introduce the letter, like it's new for our students. Yes, let's take letter S. The first step is introducing the letter. Teacher shows and repeats the letter. She can show the card. It can be shown in a book or on a board. And then and let me explain you the difference between synthetic and analytic method of teaching phonics. So when we were young, we have taught by analytic method. When we had to learn by heart the words. For example, if now I say you, please write down the word beautiful. In our mind, we're going to write it like beautiful. Yes. Is it correct? Or language? Yes, is it right? So, but in the advantage of this method is that the student reads and blends the sounds consciously, so they understand what are they reading. Okay, it's like in our mother language, as our kids learning the language by our book alphabet. Yeah, it's the same thing. So next, please. So the first step is introducing the letter. Teacher shows it, for example, letter S, and she asks student to repeat after, like not S, like in alphabet, but S, because when we are talking, we pronounce this letter like S sound. Then she gives some words starting with sound, for example, spider, snake, sun, and etc. The next step is singing the song. The main point of this program that every phoneme has its own associated song. For example, for some there is a song and there is a TKR, like a movement. So they show like this. If it is T, it's associated with the tennis, like, and they shake their head like T, T, T. So after they have learned for example, the first phase, they can play different games. Like, for example, a teacher can write Read words, and student should show to the auditory the TPR, like s, e, t, and the others should read the word. So this is the way how we teach reading and writing in very light and fun way. So the next step is writing. Next, please. So here blending, this is the fourth one. So after singing the song, each student has its own book, a tracing book, so that they can improve their writing skills. So this is the draft of the book that I'm working on. So here they trace the letters, they draw it in the air, and they have here the pictures of the words starting with sound. Then after writing, they can start blending. Blending, that means now they can read phoneme by phoneme, and then can read very short words such as eat, sit, up, tap, and so on. Next, please. And the last fifth step is making a craft with this letter. For example, if we have chosen as an example, with sound we can cut out from colored paper a snake and paste it and make a card. Or we can give Play-Dohs and they can make a shape of the snake, for example. So here we, as you see, all their sensory modalities are working. So next, please. Now I'd like to show you some videos of our teaching process. I'm sorry. Я вас не думаю. Sorry, just a second. Second step, when we have already taught the sound, now we sing it. So this is the craft. Very soon. Okay, it's like on off the lights, yes, on off. So it is associated with the lights, yes, all sound. So in conclusion, I would like to suggest and encourage my colleagues to use this method in teaching process. Thank you very much. Thanks for your attention.
This method is only used for elementary students.
Yes, when they are just starting to write and read.
By what grade do your kids finish learning the alphabet?
It's nearly 2 months. Yeah, it takes out 2 months.
In the first grade?
Yeah, in the first grade or in preschool. Actually, we had in 2 years we had, in first 2 years we had preschool, so we taught it in the preschool, but now we have only first grades. So it takes nearly 1 term. Yes.
So this method is effective only for the kids of first grade.
Yeah, because it's fun. It covers TPR methods, and such kind of things.
How often do you have English lessons?
Actually, generally we have the English twice, 3 times a week. It's like a governmental, yes, program. But we have English after main lessons every day. Additional, yeah. It's like 1 hour every day after the main lessons.
What do you do then in this additional class?
So we teach. We have another book. We teach. Yeah, we use the original books of Cambridge and Oxford. So, yeah, out of family and Smiles.
This also helps them, yes?
Yeah,
to
sure.
The alphabet and to...
Yeah.
Hasiyet şıvardı. Daha da Taşkulova Жанна. Taşkulova Жу. Гульдана Тулебаева. Вам? Жу. Нагима Тюдана. Следующий готовится.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nashvika Hasiyet, and I am from 64 school. I am from school of 64, named after Respect and Motive. So I want to talk about my project. The name of my project is the effectiveness and the impact of pedagogical methods in English teaching. Yes, the effectiveness and the impact of pedagogical methods in English language teaching. So, I want to say about project objectives. The project objective, I want to talk about the study, the effectiveness and the advantages and disadvantages of methods in English language teaching, and to identify methods and techniques commonly used in English teaching, to assess the effectiveness of methods, and to collect experimental and statistical data, and to study the impact of methods on students' language skills acquisitions. So in today's our education system, traditional teaching methods are becoming a problem, and I think that it is important to use new approaches, new technologies to increase students' interest, to improve their interests and improve their English skills, and teaching short games open students' interest in the subject exactly for English language teaching. So during the game, I think that play the game. This is the best way to teaching English language, and I think that during the game yes, during the game, students not only receives information but also develops their English skills. For example, listening, writing, reading when speaking, and for example, role-playing games and simulation can be taken. Such games help students study real situations and solve the problems. I think that role-play is the best type of game, and because this game can help children solve the problems in the future, and a creative type of games such as cognitive competitions and cognitive competitions increase children's memory. So yes, there are several effective methods for teaching English language for students, but there are many types of methods. But I think that this is these three methods are the best. First of all, this is a games. I think that teaching English short games, this is a very interesting, very fun for children because for them very boring and you can increase students' interest by using word games, crosswords, flashcards and other games, maybe interactive games. For example, there are many types of interactive games. For example, Kahoot, Quizlet and Taboo and etc. So multimedia materials introduce language, culture and develop listening skills by listening English films. And I think that by listening English songs, by watching English programs, TVs, and by read English books, they can improve their English skills, maybe listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Next is the use of technology. This is the best way because use mobile application and online resources for teaching. They make language learning interesting and help to monitor results. And the types of games that helps children improve their English skills. There are role-playing, interactive games, for example, Kahoot, Quizlet, team games, teamwork, challenges, and taboo, and debate games. Debate games. And the effectiveness of methods for students. There are communicative methods, and they can communicate with each other, and they increase their speaking and improve their speech. Next is a group work. Students exchange knowledge by working, which is other, and they can increase their speaking. And didactic games, students apply what they have learned in the lessons of games. So next, this is the multimedia technologies. I say that by use modern technologies increase students' interest and facilitates the learning process. Yes. And I think that the game opens the way for students, personal development of students, socializations, and improvement. And many scientific studies have proven the effectiveness of the game-based methods of education. So, in conclusion, I want to talk about learning English language through games. This is a very effective, this is a very interesting and motivating for children. And short games, participants not only receives information, they have fun and they make a friend and they work in a teamwork. They can improve their teamwork skills, and therefore games play an important role in my lesson. Thank you for your attention.
Yes. So as you may notice, so the previous speaker, so she shared her methods of teaching, especially she put emphasis on phonic-based methods. So what about your methods? So can you tell about one method that you find effective in your teaching process?
For example, I think that interactive games, this is the best way to study for children. My classes and because this is a very interesting, this is a motivating for them, and by working interactive games, for example, Bamboozle. This is a very interesting games, and they can improve their speaking skills. They can improve their speech, and in this game written maybe sentences, maybe questions, and they have to answer for this question. And I think that this is the best method.
Okay, why didn't you include it here?
Include?
Yeah. So you told, like, you gave us like
When
general information about the methods we have today. So, but you told
What is your own contribution to this method?
I'm sorry, maybe I don't understand the main idea of this project.
Okay, so next time when you decide to participate in it, so prepare your own method, not your own. So it can exist, but you use it
Maybe
often.
your own workouts, exercise.
Exercise. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next, Nagima. Самбар Нашбекова бар ма?
Номер ғана.
Нашбекова.
Машина номері.
Қол қойды.
Я қойдым.
И тогава язык.
Екіншісіне. Біріншісіне.
Participates in the city competition of the Republican Pedagogical Olympiad Turlan Nagima, English teacher, Shunket 2025. Okay, table of contents, introduction, all about me, achievements, teaching methods and the techniques, conclusion. So next, the purpose and the objectives of working with gifted students. The goal is to fully develop their creative abilities, intellect, and satisfy their interests. Identify the students' unique talents. Next, listen. So, my name is Nagima. I'm 23 years old. I live in Shymkent. Shymkent is my amazing, wonderful, and the native city for me. I'm very happy that I live here. And I'm proud that I live in this warm, sunny, and friendly city. I'm from a family of 5. I'm a big fan of running and the karting. So I graduated too. I graduated in foreign language, foreign language from Kazakh University of International Relations and World Languages. All about me. During my studies, I developed a keen interest in unique methods of teaching English to children, which inspired me to pursue this program at Abdullah Khan University. And the next steps here. These are my internship school. Okay, next. While studying in Almaty, I developed a product as a part of my thesis project. During my 4th year at Mukhtaravez Secondary School 128, while doing my internship with the 10th and 11th grades, this product provides to be very beneficial to me. Okay, next. Nowadays I'm as English teacher, Nagima, and the classroom teacher and the active event coordinator for years. So firstly, I'm currently working as an English teacher, teaching third and sixth grades. I have been teaching at Al-Arabi school for 3 years now, and so I have been teaching. I have been the classroom teacher for 2 years. I'm proud to say that my students have won top prizes, and the academic quality of my class is among the best. And the active events coordinator for YAS. I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm a host, and I'm a mobileographer at school, social media, Instagram, Facebook. So, and the next, these are my achievements. Okay, next. My class teacher. Success for 2025 within the framework of English Week, the theme of this lesson Smart Students, and Жасманова Көмекұсына міндет school-wide seminar region goals. Бұл екеуі менің ең жауапкершілікке алынған сабақтардың бірі болатын. Біріншісі ағылшын тіліндағы дарынды оқушылармен сайысып болса, екіншісі бізде мектепішілік семинар жас мамандарға өз жаңа болғанда алғашқы өткен семинар сабағым. Келесі бізде now I will show the methods used in this lesson. The first method is teaching English grammar through storytelling, and the second method is bringing pictures to life through text. Welcome teaching English grammar through storytelling. Okay. Comparative and superlative. The first brainstorming. Бойынша снизим жалпы бізде компьютердің деген белгілері бар. Жалпы ертегі түрде қалай түсіндірейін. Бұрынғы өткен заманда компаратив және суператив деген көшіп алған. Компаратив әрқашан өзінің баласын көршінің баласына салыстырып болған. He's stronger than you, he's taller than you, he's more beautiful than you. Яғни бұл жерде компаратив өз баласын салыстырады, ал суператив керісінше ол супер, яғни біз айтып тұрғаны ең керемет дейді. Бір нәрсеге мән береміз, егер де one, two, please, we add er, және де бұл жерде than қолданады. Салыстырмалы жайда than бірге болмайды. Сонымен қоса two, please, we use the words more. Егер де бізде екі болын болатын болса, for example, intelligent, more intelligent than you. And жинасын сүй. Сонымен қатар салыстыру барысында компаративтер отбасы as, adjective as adverb as структурасını қолданған. Бұл секілді деп аударылады. Бұл түсіндірген баяндаған презентацияның бөлігі. The second method is bringing pictures to life through text. By bringing pictures to life through text, students don't just learn English, they experience its most vocabulary with vivid imagery, and this innovative approach blends creativity with language development, making lessons more engaging, memorable, and then effective. Thank you for your attention, and my principle is to maintain students' interest and make English their favorite subject through very various methods and techniques.
Did you work out this video by yourself?
75% my idea.
And so what about the degrees? Is it your workout?
Yes.
No, the videos that you showed us, did you create it? Did you make it out yourself? Did you find something? 50%.
75%.
75. The title of the work.
Qimmat Mushbekova deydi. O Ismail. Nomer qanday edi so'ng?
And I thought this method all 6 months. We have same methods, point methods. Our students face the same challenge, and that's learning how to read correctly. That's what it is. Okay, my name is Ismail, and I'm teacher at school named after Uto Sadiki. I'm 112 school. What is my method? So, all information she said. Okay,
Next.
next year.
Mhm.
How do you teach children to read? Why do some students memorize words but cannot read the new ones? She said, next one. Okay, many textbooks give words and phrases right away without a step-by-step explanation of alphabet sounds and reading rules. It's a new books, English language. First, hello English. How they can read this book? Next one, please. This is Macmillan's books. If student does not master the basic of reading, it will be much more difficult for him later. Next. Today we will look at how phonics can help students read faster and more confidently. Definition: phonics is a method that teaches how to connect letters and their sounds. Unlike traditional methods, not memorizing words but understanding how to continue reading. Next, letters have sounds, not just names. A, in the alphabet is A. When apple is A, sounds like this. That I change something, and I divide this open and closed syllables like open, close. It's A, equal N. I, E, E and A, U and R. First one A.
Kalem.
Aim is open because wall and consonants. That's why this word aim is an open syllable. For we can add. This is here will be A, here add. Just like this. Also I divided, and when a letter come before to L, we will read with the R. All. R. Others before R. I, E, U before R, We will learn all of them. Yeah, that's why we need this method. Okay, next, developing children's reading skills by understanding the relations between letters and their sound, so that they can read any words independently later, just memorize them. Phonics teaches the sound letters, make each letter associated with the sound. Children learn to decode words, they blend individual letter sounds together. Next. Okay, next. It's examples. For next. It's mine. Like this. Words children find words open, words closed. Apple and age, art, ask, arm, arrow, aim, air, like this. And we have a silence. E, B, T, when they will silence. Next. And turn by turn we will read short sentence like this. I hope, I saw, I hope to the stop. After this, next. It's my extension. Next. Next. Okay, the future of reading phonics and beyond. Lifelong learners continue to grow their literacy, advanced skills, critical thinking, and comprehension. Strong foundation phonics improves future readers. Next. Results. Students can read unfamiliar words independently by decoding them using phone rules. Learning phonics patterns improves students' ability to pronounce words accurately. Understanding letter sound relations helps students spell words correctly. Students feel more comfortable reading, speaking, and writing in English. And phonics provides the necessary skills to progress in more advanced reading and writing tasks. Next. In conclusion, phonics is a powerful method that builds a strong foundation in reading, writing, and pronunciation. Unlike traditional rote memorization, it equips them with tools to decode any words, making them more confident and independent learners. If we integrate phonics this early lesson in English, we can ensure that students not only recognize words, but truly understand how they are formed, leading to lifelong reading success. Next. If you want our students to read and speak English confidently, phonics is the foundation we should start with. And I took this history about Jolly phonics. Yeah. Yeah.
Что Исмаил, I'm sure that you are a really good teacher and you chose this phonetic phonic method, yes? So, and to teach how to pronounce correctly, first of all, you need to pronounce words
Yeah.
correctly. Okay?
Yes.
So do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So try next time not to read, okay? Next time, try to have eye contact, yes, okay, with us, and try to pronounce words correctly.
I do
Because you
this.
teach children who later become students, okay? So they need to pronounce correctly. So who will they imitate? They will imitate the teachers, yes? If the teacher pronounce correctly, then the students will pronounce correctly. That's why please do not be in a rush, okay? So try to speak slower, okay? So thank you.
노면 성한데.
Yeah, one example of my demonstration lesson. Okay. Good afternoon, dear teachers. Today Wait, sorry. Okay. I am Medana and I am teacher of drama school. Today I introduce my project is called Adventure Map, the effectiveness of gamification in the educational progress. And there is photo of adventure map, and you can see from the board. And then, on this adventure map, my aims. The next please, please. My aims that in using this project, students' learning feels like an exciting adventure, and the students actively complete challenges to progress, and the mission require critical thinking. And the students collaborate to complete tasks, complete the sentence, and I use this method from December in our grammar subjects lessons. Okay, the next one is this is a photo of my experiment and the work with students. The next one, my project is divided to two castles. The first is grammar castle. The next one, riddle cave. The third is treasure map, and the fourth is final. And if the students complete the sentence, complete dialogues, and finally they they go to the final, and then they award a title of heroes. The next one in grammar.
Quel est ce mot?
Grammatica.
Tamam.
Grammar. Castle of grammar students complete grammatical tasks. For example, I to use a computer every day with they complete the sentence correct and the descriptor for each correct answer 1 point. I give 1 point. The second is the called riddle cave. In this task they complete they solve a riddle and they can go in the next task. In the next task we have the next kid, magic islands. In this task they constructing creative tasks in the dialogues from the picture. In this picture I show you, and the next one before final, the Kelesa treasure victory. In this task, students identify the incorrect words in each sentence and then correct it. For example, she likes pizza. It's not true. She likes pizza, and the incorrect word there is like. Okay, if you don't mind, I show my project, and I show to work with this project with you if you are agree. Yes. I need only three teachers. Okay.
Maybe should we join?
Come here. And one teacher, please. It's so easy. These tasks are for 6th grades. We are so okay. You give one case for one case, and then answer this question, complete the sentence, and you can go the next.
I also said earlier.
Yes.
So I play computer games every day.
And the correct sentence is
what, like present simple?
It's present simple. Yes.
Okay.
I play
computer games.
That's true. And you can go the next. And this one. Yes, this one. My friend just
In first,
I forget my this is project water is boiled. Is boiled. It is present. Boils. Yes, boils. You are right.
My friend swimming in the pool every Saturday.
Swims.
Swim, yes.
Swim. Yes. Okay, you can go to the next one.
We often,
Next one, we
often don't not watches but watch.
it's riddle. Yani cuma. Riddle came. Cuma kura.
Okay.
Mhm.
We often don't watch movies at night.
Mhm.
It's true, yeah. It's also present simple.
It's present simple. Yes, that is riddle. Yes, cuma.
We often don't watch movies
We
at night.
often don't watch movies at night. Horror
Horror.
movies.
We will speak.
Horror movies. No, not.
Is it real? Truly?
She rarely sometimes goes to the gym, which like she
Watches
lives.
movies at
Wait,
night.
oh, so this is only watch or we don't watch? We don't. It's not this. No, this is not riddle. You night. Yes, it's not riddle. I'm mistaken. Okay. Your next task one is this card, but you are fine in this sentence. Non-correct words. Non-correct words.
Rarely and sometimes.
Yes. We often don't watch movies at night.
Watches.
What is why?
Because we don't add EAS at the end because we have
Yes,
dogs.
yes, yes. And yours?
She rarely sometimes goes to the gym. So what's the problem? Like I should choose the word sometimes or rarely.
I sometimes. Okay, and yours? That, like, why we use we use that only with he, that actually she, people, yes, you are excellent. And the next one is if you can make a little some dialogues.
Is it real or dialogue?
Okay, can I see it? Should I? Okay.
Okay, I think it's enough. It's enough. Yes, we go to your conclusion.
My method is not for English lesson. It's for we can use this project in maths, in history, and the languages. Our Kazakh, Russian, and in my point of view, every teacher who wants to show from your students' results, they never stop it to develop your own method. And it's my recommendation for each other. You can use this on your lessons.
Okay.
That's all.
And then I have a question for you. I see that you're a very imaginative and creative teacher, so I'm 100% sure that your students are very involved in
Yes,
my
Oh,
students.
that's good.
But the question is, so do you divide your students when you do this exercise? So as I understand, so when you finish one scene, yes, like for example, let's say present simple. So you learn it for 2 or 3 lessons, and you have this revision. Yes, let's say revision lesson when you revise everything you learned before. Yes, so do you divide?
I can divide, and if I divide the group, they and I can divide the group, and they can work each other together, and then they can go to the final. It's help their to create to increase their speaking and completing sentence skills. If you are don't divide the group, people can work only.
How do you place them?
I spent my lesson differently. In one lesson, I divide the group. In one lesson, they work only.
No. How do you place them?
Praise. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting. After that, they go to the final, and they awards a title of hero adventure map. Oh wait, a hero's adventure. İlk sonunda var vardı.
Evet.
Titles, they get these titles. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Good job. Thank you very much. Good luck. Next, Dilara.
Yes.
Dilara. ITN var mı?
Kogo 있어.
ITN sayfamız.
Hello, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dilarom. My students call me Miss Dilarom, and this is my first year as a school teacher. I work at Abaykan Bayev School. We call our school Happy Children's School. So actually, I have lots of talented and smart students, and one of my students, she won first place at Olympiad. We'll come back to that later, and now I want to talk about what is it? Who is talented student or child? I'd like to work with my colleagues and ask some questions. How do you understand when we call someone talented? Like when we call student talented, what do we say? Like what do we think about them? They have to be curious. Like it's first thing that we should admit at students. Next is the leadership aspiration for me, because kids they're wanna show their achievements, and lots of other good qualities like good memory and high demands, large vocabulary, not only in English, also at their native speech. Келесі. What can we use to? How can we help to our students? What can we use? Lesson activities. Actually, there are lots of activities, but I wanna stop at ICT, information communication technologies. Why? Келесі. On nowadays, our children they find everything boring. Like they think this is boring, that is boring, and we should include in our lessons the games, some apps to improve our lessons. My first recommendation for English teacher, this is reverse the context. Actually, this is like translator for phrases and for some expressions. Also, they give you examples of use that word, and also they give you definitions. Next is DeepL. DeepL. Every English teacher knows about DeepL. This is the most accurate translator for documents, for full text, and ICL Collective. What is ICL Collective? Actually, if you know ICL Collective, you can do your whole lesson with this one. There are video games, there are video presentations, slides, worksheet, everything. And last thing that I want to recommend, this is DeepSeek. What is DeepSeek? This is AGI. I believe everyone knows ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT. What's ChatGPT? ChatGPT is artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence, but we know that ChatGPT has their own disadvantage. But DeepSeek is a new one. Why AGI? Because artificial general intelligence, human-like way. So this is something that you can use. It's not for only English teacher. It's for everyone. Like every teacher, not only teacher, other person can use this. This is about ICT. And next one. That is how they look. If you wanna, you can take a photo. Next.
And my method called interactive literary criticism. What is that? Actually, it's not like work with every student. It's gonna work only with really talented or gifted student, because they have to have a big vocabulary. Also, they have to like reading stories, etc. What should we do? Me and my students, we have been doing this since October. We choose a classic story, maybe this Harry Potter or Lord of the Ring, and we read the part and then we discuss it with each other and say each other opinions like about character, about how they about script, about everything. So, but it's not like discussing. They can like present themselves doing podcast maybe or doing interactive dynamics way. So they not only like see it and say something, they trying to use the apps like Instagram or TikTok. Children live with that now. We can't like ignore them. So I think that is a really good way to learn the English and improve our speaking skills, our public speaking skills, and writing also. Because instead of writing traditional essay, this is like more interesting and more straighting maybe. So next, why it is work? Because next. What benefits? So when people go online, when children go online, they're gonna prepare. They're gonna like do something, try to find information. So this is also good for teamwork. They're gonna do it in group together. And also, as I said, public speaking and writing skills, it also helps to improve our critical thinking and creativity. That's it. That is my idea. Next. Thank you for your attention. And done.
Dilara, what was the name of the method?
Like literature criticism. So we should critique the story, classical story, or maybe contemporary English novels.
So you put an emphasis on the word talented. So this method is only for talented students. So if unfortunately we don't have this talented student, it means we cannot use it.
No, we can't, right? But like level is gonna be lower. Like we have to choose the stories with like easier words and.
Do you have any material to prove or to demonstrate how you use this method?
No, I don't. I started with my students like since October.
You said that in December.
Oh no, October, November, like last year. So we only like trying it, but it's really good. I only tried with my students, not for all group with all group. Thank you. Thank you.
Номер алды. Ал.
Нөл жеті. Қаһарман екен деген. Асылар. Ана тұр.
Hi everyone, my name is Caroline again. I'm coming from the 25 School Germany, and today I'm excited to present my title project, Teaching English to Primary School Students using AI, Artificial Intelligence, and the chatbots. In today's digital world, the children are exposed to technology from an early age, and which shapes their learning habits. Traditional teaching methods are not always effective, and the lack of English language environment makes learning difficult.
My project aims to address these challenges. Next one. Relevance of the project. One of the main problems in teaching English to young learners is the lack of practice and low motivation. Many children struggle with memorizing vocabulary, grammar structure, grammar rules, and sentence structure. Artificial intelligence and the chatbots offer a personalized approach, making learning interactive, engaging, and accessible to every student. And the project goals and objectives. The next one. Project goals and objectives. The goal of my project is to integrate AI into the English learning process and to improve its effectiveness. To achieve this, I have set the following objectives. First one is chatbots. Using chatbots to practice conversation skills and automation. Automate the checking of writing assignment using AI and the personalization. Creating personalized learning paths and the motivation, increasing students' motivation through interactive exercise and gamification. The next one, please. The implementation methods based on scientific research and practical experiments. I developed several key methods for integrating AI into education, and the first one is chatbot interaction. Students practice dialogue interactively, which helps them gain confidence in speaking. And the second one is interactive AI exercise. Automated task adjust to each student's skill level. And the third one is AI-based writing assessment. The system analyzes mistakes and provides feedback, helping students improve their grammar. And the fourth one, which technology has, AI algorithms track students' progress and suggest tailored exercise. The next one. Practical implementation, present continuous. To test the effectiveness of this method, I conducted a series of lessons in 4th grade and using various AI tools. And one lesson focused on present continuous grammar. So the lesson followed the PPP, presentation focus and the production methodology, including material explanation, practice, and independent application of knowledge. Let's talk about presentation. I used AI powered virtual assistant that introduced the main rules of present continuous through an animated video. The next one, an interactive board displayed visually that sentence examples like she is reading a book and they are playing hockey now, and then a speech synthesis AI reads aloud examples to help students grasp the correct pronunciation. Practice. Students interacted with a chatbot that simulated English dialogues. For example, the bot asked, what is the boy doing? And the students had to reply, he is running, for example. And the next one, interactive flashcard on Quizlet AI, helped them match images with present continuous sentences. And then an AI text analyzer corrected writing tasks, instantly providing suggestions for improvement. The production in this part, students completed the mini project describing an image in English, then recording their voice and uploading to AI speech analysis system. Then the system AI analyze, identify common mistakes, and provided pronunciation correction and evaluation and feedback. On next one, please. Evaluation and feedback. At the end of the lesson, students completed an quiz, AI-powered quiz on Kahoot AI, and selecting correct answers. It puzzles AI system automatically generate individual program reports and identify strengths and areas for improvement. The next one. lesson outcomes. 90% of students successfully formed present continuous sentences without mistakes, and 80% reported that the interactive format helped them understand the topic faster. And to the teacher found it easier to track to individual progress using automatic data analysis. In conclusion, my project demonstrates that integrating AI and the chatbot into English learning significantly improves its effectiveness, and the children retain material better, engage more actively, and enjoy the learning process. Future plans include expanding the project to integrate reality and more advanced AI analytics, and I think artificial intelligence is not just a technology of the future, it is a tool that already makes education more accessible, interactive, and effective today. Thank you for your attention.
How often do you use AI as your lessons? How often do you use AI?
Every lesson I use AI.
Сохрани его уже.
15 minutes, 20 minutes. First of all, I watch the video with I create the video.
Что-то это по вас сильно. Загрузки. Вот стос. И все подряд. Опасно.
Я забыла вот так. Создаю видео, объясняю. Students exercise and gamification with AI chatbots. Подготавливаюсь.
So you told so much about AI. So too much information, but there is no any outcome. So you didn't give us your implementation. You just showed this video, but you didn't say how you create it.
English.
You say you use it in your teaching process, but you don't give us the exact text or exercise you did using these AI tools. And so I think so you have to be prepared that so much information, but it's like nothing new. Okay, so next time try to choose one method. So you can choose AI. So show us what exactly you did with it. So not just saying like it and that. So show it us. Like, for example, I prepared for the scene so I use this chatbot, and so it helped me to make this exercise or this game. So then we'll see results. So then show us how the students cope with these tasks. So that will be better. Thank you.
Удари 0,3. Еще раз обратно скажите, да? Поджимал бы. Всем позарел, да. Сейчас. Она ушла. Она ушла. Сейчас придет.
Подойдет, да?
Подойдет, да.
Спасибо. Да, спасибо.
Okay, good morning, leaders and boys. My full name is Sam Sarello, and I came from Humanities University, flight number 7, number 8, and I'm also a master's student at John University, and I also certified the TESOL, and let me start today's TED Talk. So, firstly, I kindly ask you to raise your hands if your students struggle to speak English inside the classroom. Do you have hands? Okay, yeah, I see many of you. Why did I ask? Because nowadays we have followed the same structure, yeah? Because grammar first and speaking next. What does this mean? We teach grammar, rules, vocabulary, those vocabulary lists, and they are all, for example, our students they face with everyday English, yeah, like real conversation, they totally freeze. And I was one of the students also, because in 2020, when I was during my university entrance exam, I was just a simple question like, describe your city. And I knew the words, I knew the vocabulary like tenses, but unfortunately I couldn't say any words. And I still remember that moment, the head supervisor, she said that, dear, you should understand that communication is the key of learning languages. And I thought that grammar drills, like vocabulary drills, it will be enough to being like proficient in English. And nowadays, and being as a teacher, yeah, but I have only 5 months of experience, but I also noticed and saw my students, they are also struggling and facing the same fear. And of course, I thought something had to change. And here is why today's traditional methods fail. Because we have look at some facts, like 70% of students, they are struggling, they're hesitating to speak English because they get afraid of making mistakes. And half of words they have forgotten in just 2 weeks. And of course, this is all grammar drills focused teaching strategy. They is failing for our students because now they need real application, the real word language, not just grammar. And the next one is, yeah, the next. Okay, I also have said it. And maybe you can say that, what about like CLT? Yeah, we have the communicative languages in CLT. But this method also has its limitations or its problems. Then the main problem is it doesn't follow the somehow structure. Because in my methods, I'm focused on the fluency. And here also the grammar they can be teach implicitly, yeah. But in my methods, they should speak first and analyze grammar later. And here also about the CLT, they are students. They are rely on open-ended discussion, and it means that some students they not be active, like they can stay as silent. And the next one, and so here why so there is where LEAP methods comes in. It was created by me, but it's the favorite methods that I have been using for 3 months. And the next one, LEAP. So what is it? It's a 4-step cycle that ensures that every student speaks, every student learns and remembers English. So it stands for 4 letters. L stands for learn in the context. It means that we should experience before explanation. We are used to, we somehow used to that the teacher explains, and we say examples, and we complete the fill in blank. This suggests the traditional methods and why we used to. But in these LEAP methods, students they should implement a real-world application. It means that, for example, in my one lesson, when I conducted the past simple grammar, so our students, they were journalists, and they produced and they present yesterday's news, like being journalists. And the next one is E, is engage with tasks. That means that students they should be active with like role-playing, debates, or the solving the problem or escape rooms. One of my memorable lessons was when I taught first, second, and zero conditions, and if I were with if statements, and they should solve the problem to escape rooms. So and they remember this structure, especially when they were writing the summative assessment. And the next one is A. It stands for activate with speaking and writing. That means you should integrate this E and E together. Like they should follow with the structure. And in this phase, in this step, the communication is the key. That means that students will doing tasks. They will communicate each other. They will solve problems. And the next one is PE. It's personalize and reflect. That means that nowadays it's really trendy app being personalized for individualized learning, and they will record themselves at the end of the lesson, like what they have learned, or at the I can assign the homework for them. If, for example, I taught the present simple, they should record the video and they say about their daily routines, or they can integrate with the parents. So it can be in real world application, in real world sphere, in the context. And as you understood, my novelty is speaking comes first. The next is grammar, analyzing the grammar. So what is the goal? Of course, nowadays we should shift our students' memorization, because they are always grammar drill, vocabulary drill. I should delete this on their brains to shift from memorization to fluency. And the next one is objectives, of course. Every student must speak every lesson. And also, my main goal was to reduce my students' anxiety while speaking. I was fortunate to record their videos, like when I first came to the classroom and the last months. I will show you one. The next one, can you? The next. Okay, and here the classroom implementation. You can see here the results. It took 3 months. So the first month, you can see here 70% of my students, they hesitate to speak. And the result was, so it's lasts only 3% gap, and fortunately, I have the increasement for 55%. And the next one, the speaking was really limited, because they practice only dialogues and they memorize and just practice it. And it's not just communication. And their vocabulary retention increased for 50%. And the next one, the students really forgot the vocabulary, the models of vocabulary after writing a quiz or after writing somebody's assessment. And I was really unhappy to see all the results. But students were really engaged in discussions, in debates. So I can say that with big confidence that I was able to increase my students' confidence in themselves and also in their fluency, especially in when they speak English. And so you can see their feedbacks that they wrote me in the Google form. Can I read one? So this method helped me overcome my fear of speaking English. Thank you, Mr. Elo. So I used to forget new words quickly, but now I remember them because we actually use them in the context. So you can, yes. And yeah, here my before and after. You can follow the link and can see or watch the YouTube. Can you? Yeah, like I was think my 3 students were taken before and after, but unfortunately I wasn't able to record the video always. And the next one, yeah. So maybe you have some questions, or problems with assessment. How we assess, because we have the time constraint, yeah. And so we have the rubric for their fluency. We can assess their smoothness, we can assess their confidence and vocabulary for their fluency. And for the grammar, not grammar, and nowadays it's really also trendy somehow, for just instead of writing tests, yeah, they can produce and present their ideas. My students know that I always assign presentation, and the protect this presentation, because they will not only, how to say, this memorize the information, but they also use it with the real life. So the key feature, you can see that it's in it. And
we're running out of time.
really, okay. The conclusion. Okay. As a conclusion, I want to end with my favorite quote from Mahatma Gandhi: "Be the change that you want to see in the world." And I don't ask you that. I'm sure that you are confident in this method too. So please implement, start this method from today, and you will see the big results. And be the change, and start with your classroom. That's all.
How long have you been teaching?
Only 5 months.
You were just graduated.
Yeah, from Iowa University. Yeah.
So what does LEAP stand for?
But I have already said L is learning in context.
And it's G?
Learning context. E is engaging with tasks. A is activate with speaking and writing. P is personalized and relevant.
So complicated. Is it your own term?
Yes, yes. It's somehow with CLT, but I see the table, yeah, that there are differences.
Is it an extract from your doctoral thesis?
Not, it's
Are you writing doctoral thesis?
dissertation, yeah. But my dissertation is use of, if I'm not mistaken, game and speech methods. It's somehow a combination of this. But I was focusing on communication. Because I was also one of the speaking.
That is for master degree or doctoral?
My master's degree, of course.
Ah.
I'm a master's student at the
University.
University. I'm a first course student.
She said, you teach about school?
Жанатан Голден. Yeah, thank you.
So it's so complicated.
Yeni mi?
Do you have any questions?
No, I think.
Thank you for listening. For attention.
Çok oldu. Performans mı?
Асим же, Асим.
Она ушла, мы не знаем. Асия.
Она ушла с вещами или просто отошла?
Отошла.
Но она без вещей.
Не знаю.
Старайся в следующий раз это решать, да? Или показать, как мне как-то его используешь на уровне, чтобы увидели, вот так она это использует. И потом мне сказали, допустим, после вот этого внедрения, вот, допустим, speaking у них стало лучше.
I was able to choose the process of how to
So if you decide to take part in this project next year, so this is really nice to you.
Thank you.
Виктория, певного года учительниця була, але вона вийшла. Виктория, Виктория,
Варто так знати, стипендію у вклад у teaching. Да. Можно я объясню ситуацию, если не против, пожалуйста? Где-то на камеру подойдите, там же запись идет. Девочка должна была прийти, но она заболелась. Меня отправили, но я не готова. Поэтому можно ситуацию объяснить? Не будет. Да. Да, это ваше право. Извиняюсь.
Кто это? Ол.
Я забыла инфографику, не было времени. Я бы хотела красиво сделать инфографику. Мне не хотелось.
Смотри, она внедрила, видишь, что это надо было показать.
У меня